And Irango governor prepares to fight crime during the festive season.
State entity, the Namibia Industrial Development Agency, NIDA, has been accused of dismissing employees that are injured at work and ignoring medical officials' recommendations that they be assigned for light-duty work. Joseph Ndara says he is one of the employees whose contract was terminated by NIDA's management after he refused to continue with work that could leave him permanently disabled. Ndara has been a general worker for NIDA's cattle farm in Kavango West since 2008. In 2015, he was injured on duty, and after seeking medical attention, doctors recommended that the agency should give him light-duty work. However, he says the supervisor refused to comply and instead forced him to take sick leave. The union NAFAO was also called in, as well as an insurance firm, to cover his income while on leave.
When I brought that letter, the company didn't accept it. They sent me to the normal duty, which is a physical duty. I worked up. I go through the work. From there, then they decided again. I decided myself, no, I'm feeling pain. I went back to the doctor. The doctor, it is where he said that your company are not following what the doctor has been written to you. I say, yes, they are just taking on their opinion. Then from there, it is where a doctor wrote for me a letter that I'm now permanent disability. And while I know it is a parastatal company, it is not a specific farm to decide that on my farm I doesn't want to work with the injured person. And as a government treating the people like this, it is not quite good. It is unfair labor practical.
Dara said that he is not the first to receive such treatment from the agency, noting that a colleague suffered the same fate and his health condition deteriorated up to the point that he was permanently disabled.
There is one of my colleagues, his name is Kasiki Theodore. He was recommended to light duty, which means the company failed up to give him light duty because Satan they given him 3 times light duty. When they get up the standard, the company tried to resend him to the normal duty. What happened to Mr. Kasiki Theodore? Now he's laying on the bed. He is no more walking. He just now laying down on the bed. The company are no more assisting him. Going to the toilet. His wife is the one who's taking care for him.
Approached for comment, the Namibian Food and Allied Workers Union NAFAO confirmed that they are aware of the matter and that it has been brought before the Labour Commissioner.
Our position is that we refer the matter to Labour Commissioner. The case was declared as unfair dismissal to the Office of Labour Commissioner. It was attended the first step in the conciliation, so it was not then postponed to arbitration. So now we are waiting the date of arbitration for the matter to proceed. The Matandala is not in a severe or critical condition. He can work. He can work. He is fit for work, although it's not fit. It's not fit to execute a normal duty as usually, but little by little when he recovers, he can able to do the work. Therefore, the doctor was recommending that he must do another duty while he is now continuing recovering. The company must reinstate the Mastandala and give him another duty. And we receive a salary from Sanlam, it's a medical fund, something like that.
Absalom and Ndara agree that a favorable solution would be to reinstate Ndara as he is able to continue with light-duty work. Another human resources employee that has been dealing with the matter declined to comment and directed today on one to another official who could not be reached.
Imagine opening your Nedbank account anywhere, anytime by simply taking a selfie. Introducing Identity Today, a platform which enables you to open your Nedbank account, scan the Nedbank QR code with your smartphone camera, and immediately follow the instructions on the link that will open up in your web browser. Follow the simple steps to complete the account opening online form. Have your identity card or passport ready. Take a selfie and send it to us, and your new Nedbank account will be opened and confirmed in 3 minutes or less. Visit www.nedbank.com.na to shift your account to Nedbank today. Nedbank. See money differently.
You know what makes Christmas so special? It's that little extra. And at Spar, we have thousands of extras. We're granting thousands of Christmas wishes and giving thousands of our customers free shopping, plus thousands in Christmas savings. Like Brooks Oros Range for just $13.99 and Cool Peach Slices or halves for only $24.99. Spar, the home of 1,000 little extras this Christmas.
The Namibia Food and Allied Workers Union has announced that Shoprite employees have planned a strike on various employment grievances with the retailer. The strike comes as the last resort after numerous engagements with the management by the union to no resolve. The union at a press briefing has called out the management of the retailer, which has led its employees to a strike and are now demanding salary increments, transport allowance, entry-level salaries, and permanent employment for those who've worked there longer.
Shoprite continue to dismiss employees every day over a simple mistake, and they continue promoting tribalism. And this has been practiced by Shoprite on their email dated 18 May this year, whereby they informing their managers on site at Zambezi region not to employ the Zambezian resident, but to employ Ovambo, Damara, and the other tribes at Zambezi. So, and this, we continue condemn it to the strongest manner. The union, we are demanding the following: a salary increases of 600 Namibian dollar across the board, the transport allowance of 500 per month, or a company to provide a bus to all its employees, a housing allowance of 450 across the board, and as well as Shoprite to have an entry salaries of 2,500 as an entry level. So here, just to emphasize in terms of the transport, let me say people are staying in Havana, going at the Groove Mall or Marua Mall. The taxes there is $24. And this Shoprite, since it exists, they are not paying these employees, giving them tax money, or neither to providing them the transport. In terms of housing, looking at the current situation, especially now in where we are in Winduk, renting is very expensive. Imagine somebody paid 300 to 400 per month, per week. Now per month, it may end up to 1,200 Namibian dollar. What are you using with this 1,200 Namibian dollar?
The union has also approached the retailer's board of directors in an attempt to come to an agreement, but have not received a response. It's also calling on intervention from GIPF as a shareholder in Shoprite.
We having people been exploited by Shoprite, and we know GIPF is a state-owned enterprises company, which is a prestata of the government. Yet they having all this information that the workers are suffering. As a shareholder, we know that they are informed on the current situation. And since that they are not taking these things serious, and we request their urgent intervention, especially as from today. We can have a meeting with them anytime before Wednesday next week. The employees will go on strike on the 23 December 2020, and the company will be informed accordingly.
Santa's back with even more Christmas specials from MTC. Visit your nearest mobile home to unbox the connection with great deals on mobile phones and accessories now.
Awesome. Thank
you. Get your share of Santa's goodies from MTC and make this Christmas a connection to remember. MTC, make the connection.
Get ready for the big holiday price drop at OK Furniture from 16 to 24 December 2020. Hurry to your nearest store to get massive discounts on selected lounge, bedroom, bedding, dining room, audiovisual, appliances and more. Stocks are limited, price to go, and all deals are first come, first served. So take advantage of these huge savings in store. Save big with the big holiday price drop from 16 to 24 December 2020. Only at OK Furniture for the lowest prices guaranteed.
The mayor of City of Winduk has promised the Namibian children a brighter future. Although just a few weeks in office, he has admitted that there is a lot to do, but would fight tooth and nail to deliver. In an exclusive interview with Today on One, the mayor of City of Winduk expressed his plans for the city and the way forward with fulfilling his duty as a mayor.
We are busy convincing one another, we are busy debating with one another so that we have a common program of action. But we have not seen so far anybody who's opposed to access for land to our people. We have not seen anybody who's opposed to the fighting corruption in the city of Winduk. We have not seen anybody who's opposed by making life easier, by giving an opportunity to young people, by cutting the middlemen and banning all unnecessary tenders. So we are finding consensus amongst the progressive forces and political formation in terms of the program of action going forward. So we want to be able to dissect, and that process then is taking place in tandem with studies and analysis of what is going to be happening. So of course that process takes a bit longer than how we anticipate, because you must engage this one, you must engage that one, you must bring everybody together, you must take everybody along with you, because some people get overly sensitive over basic things. It could even be a simple thing such as an interview. Another person would have an issue with that, so you'd have to bring all those sentiments together, and you have at times to move very slowly towards everybody, because we need also to demonstrate to the Namibian society that various formations can work together. What is also at stake is making sure that the various formations work together in order to have a common direction in terms of what is it that should actually be happening in our country.
Panda said that there are still a few things that hinders progress, but they are working closely with all parties to make sure they deliver on a common goal.
There is going to be an induction to induct new councillors, and the induction is going to be organized by the city of Winduk. There's also a ministerial induction, because there are problems between that interface between the city of Winduk and the central government. So those many problems that you find need to be attended to, and once they are attended to, we must then be in a position to be very clear, because everybody as part of that council need to understand the Local Authority Act, need to understand the necessary legal instrument going forward. But we are confident that it's going to be easier. We know that our people are very happy, are very excited, and they know, and they have huge expectation, and we are up to the task definitely to make sure that we bring it to realities. So the clear picture would emerge. Of course, we are trying to put certain things. We've already started by small things, just informing our people to know that we've not forgotten about them, and we are not going to continue with things just because they were done like that over the past 30 years. So we started with smaller things in order for people to understand and get an indication of the direction going forward. But we are very confident that things are going to go well. We are asking for their understanding, because we have to put all these puzzles together. And because if we don't do it right at the beginning, we are going to set a very bad precedent. We're going to set a very bad foundation in going forward. But we are so determined. We still tell our young people to buy sunglasses, because the future is going to be bright. They will definitely need sunglasses, and we are excited and upbeat about Winduk.
He further said that he wants a city where everyone has an input and a voice to share ideas on how they can work together to make Winduk a great city.
The Namibia Statistics Agency is busy with census mapping, a preface for the main population and housing census to be conducted in 2021. Census mapping aims to demarcate the entire Namibia into uniquely defined units of enumeration areas to provide an accurate national geographic frame to conduct census. To find out more, tune in to Conversations with the NSA, Saturday evening the 26th of December as from 7 p.m. Play your part. Be counted.
You know what makes Christmas so special? It's that little extra. And at Spar, we have thousands of extras. We're granting thousands of Christmas wishes and giving thousands of our customers free shopping, plus thousands in Christmas savings. Like Spar margarine brick for only $15.69 and 2-liter liquid fruit for just $31.99. Spar, the home of 1,000 little extras this Christmas.
The United Nations is marking its 75th anniversary at a time of great challenges, including the worst global health crisis in its history. The world needs solidarity, and your contribution counts. It only takes a minute to make a real difference. So, take 1 minute to complete the short survey you will find at un75.online. Add your voice, Namibia, and be heard. The future we want, the United Nations we need.
The Irongo Regional Governor, Neville Andre, recently met with members of the Namibian Police, Namibian Defence Force and Namibian Navy, as well as members of different neighborhood watch groups to address effective measures to fight crime in the coastal towns during the festive season. The festive season is here, and this also means an increase in criminal activities, especially at the coastal towns, where many people from different parts of the country will be traveling to. Therefore, security clusters, which also include existing and newly established neighborhood watch groups, convened at Walfish Bay to strategize and develop effective measures to protect their communities from crime. The meeting was called by the Irongo Regional Governor, Neville Andre, who applauded the neighborhood watch groups that are volunteering to assist the law enforcement agencies to curb crime in the coastal region during the festive season.
As reported in the media in the past few weeks, there has been a very disturbing prevalence of rape cases in the Walvis Bay local authority area, which is indicating to a possible serial rapist in Walvis Bay. And I'm also very happy to note that a suspect has been arrested, and that I would want to congratulate the job well done to our security cluster. However, I still want to appeal to our residents, more specifically our women and girls, to please be vigilant and stay safe, and to avoid walking alone at night, as well as to avoid being alone at home during evenings. We also need to inform them that kindly report any suspicious behavior and movements to the police without delay, because that might save your life and the loved ones also. As stakeholders in the security cluster, I am urging you to ensure that the safety of our residents and visitors is not compromised during the festive season. And let us strive to have a crime-free festive season.
Heads from the Namibian Police, Namibian Defence Force and Namibian Navy also accompanied the governor to brief the group on their joint crime prevention strategy, which they will effectively enforce during the operations.
We all know, or you will all agree with me, that the violent crimes are always a result of alcohol and drug abuse. You know, a drug person or a person under the influence of a narcotic drugs is a dangerous somebody. So we will also deploy our members every now and then in those areas to ensure that, you know, like here in Walvis Bay, you know, you have some hot spots where people's properties are just great. Namely, these properties. And I'm referring to a cell phone. And that is also where we have to deploy our resources, but we need the cooperation of everyone. You know, and I'm really happy that you responded positively. You know, Honorable Governor, these are the people who are assisting the Namibian police in curbing criminal activities.
Although many criminal activities have been reported so far at the coast, security clusters have been hard at work to ensure that the perpetrators of those crimes are successfully arrested. The public is encouraged to continue assisting the law enforcement officers with information about criminal activities that will help lead to more arrests.
Enjoy these fantastic payday savings at Clicks until 2 December. Buy Clicks 2-ply toilet paper, 18 rolls, $89.99 per pack. Buy Shield Aerosol 150 mils, 2 for $49. Buy selected Nivea body lotion pump, 2 for $121. Or buy any 3 Aunt Jackie's hair care products, cheapest one free. Clicks. Feel good. Pay less.
Get ready for the big holiday price drop at OK Furniture from 16 to 24 December 2020. Hurry to your nearest store to get massive discounts on selected lounge, bedroom, bedding, dining room, audiovisual, appliances and more. Stocks are limited, price to go, and all deals are first come, first served. So take advantage of these huge savings in store. Save big with the big holiday price drop from 16 to 24 December 2020. Only at OK Furniture for the lowest prices guaranteed.
In other leading stories, Namibia has deposited the instruments for ratification of the 2 International Labour Organizations conventions concerning decent work for domestic workers 2011, number 189, and elimination of violence and harassment in the world of work 2019, number 190. The 2 conventions have been adopted for ratification in the National Assembly in October 2020. The depositing was done on behalf of the Republic of Namibia by the Permanent Representative of Namibia to Switzerland and United Nations Office at Geneva, His Excellency Ambassador Penda Nanda, with ILO's Director General Guy Ryder. The convention concerning the elimination of violence and harassment in the world of work made it in history to be the first international bidding instrument aimed specifically at eliminating violence and harassment in the world of work. Namibia becomes the first African country and only third ILO member state to ratify this convention after Uruguay and Fiji. The convention protects workers and other persons in the world of work, including employees as defined by national laws and practices, as well as persons working irrespective of their contractual status, persons in training, including interns and apprentices, workers whose employment has been terminated, volunteers, job seekers, customers and job applicants, as well as individuals exercising the authority, duties or responsibilities of an employer. The Convention of Decent Work for Domestic Workers, on the other hand, places the importance of achieving decent working and living conditions, respect for human rights, fundamental rights and access to social protection for domestic workers. In support of the decent work domestic workers in the country, Namibia introduced a minimum wage and supplementary minimum conditions of employment for domestic workers in April 2016 that was made through the appointment of a tripartite wage commission as required by the Labour Act. This was further followed by a second wage order for domestic workers promulgated in 2018. According to Ambassador Nanda, Namibia houses about 50,000 domestic workers, constituting 7% of Namibian employees, of whom 2/3 are female domestic workers. He further indicated that although Namibia law is now fully aligned with Convention 189, the challenge remains to ensure compliance with the law to improve wages and conditions of employment for domestic workers.
Welcome to Comments Corner, your daily dose of local comments from the hottest social media pages. Welcome to Comments Corner, your daily dose of local comments from the hottest social media pages. An operation codenamed Haukanam, a combination of previous joint crime prevention operations of the Namibian police, namely Honkrans, Kalahari and Namib Desert, is currently underway nationwide and is scheduled to end on the 12th of March next year. Cornelia said, "We welcome them with both arms." Eddie asked what they will be doing exactly. Erica said the motto is to obey and you will be safe. Jacobs hopes that there will be no citizen fatality reported this time around. Gerald said, "Did I hear breathalyzers?" And that is all from Comments Corner. Be sure to post your comments on our social media pages for broadcast every day only on Today and One.